We know when something's organic, we know when something's paid, and we're seeing so much of the paid forced in our faces. We're seeing so much of these public apologies. Too many Notes app apologies have been fed to us over the years that now we're so quick to call bullshit.
Do you think public apologies actually do anything, or have they become more of just a ritual that we go through?
We have a lot of thoughts on this. That's why we're here today. I will say that as a publicist, we go through the crisis communications training of it all, and we talk really in depth about what makes a good apology, what makes a not so good apology, and what can happen when you don't have a good apology. One thing about, I would say, like the recent apologies from Love Island alone is that there's no accountability. A lot of times when there's a lack of accountability or even acknowledging that something was wrong, that can often change just the public perception, and we're not taking you serious. It sort of reminds me, we're so desensitized to, let's say, like advertisements, for example. We know when something's organic, we know when something's paid, and we're seeing so much of the paid forced in our faces. We're seeing so much of these public apologies. Too many Notes app apologies have been fed to us over the years that now we're so quick to call bullshit. And so if we're not believing that you really meant it, no, it's not going to land. And we can go deeper into that, but I just have to start there.
Well, one, I love that, because the minute you started talking, I thought of all the Notes app apologies. I do wonder, do you think it's always a good idea? I know always is a very big word, but do you think it's always a good idea to do a video apology? Because I feel like that could backfire too, right? Especially if you're not being authentic. Alana.
Yeah. That's the thing, is that this is why, you talk to your crisis communications team. I know not everyone has that at their disposal, but that's actually why specifically big firms that do crisis communications get paid the big bucks, because there's an assessment of that where it's like, is it something that, depending on who you are and the time and place, is it something that requires a press conference? Obviously, maybe you're a public figure or you're a government official or something like that, and people need to see the sincerity of your face, and you're someone who's already public facing, and so that might be a little bit easier for a person like that. But when it comes to what we're talking about, reality stars, social media influencers, that might not be the best idea, because, yeah, I could see, Alana or Sierra Ortega making a video, and we're just like, girl, you don't look sorry enough. You don't look like, we're not even like an accidental smirk somewhere. Now everyone's like, oh my God, she's so smug. That could backfire so quickly. But being able to just first and foremost be like, I'm acknowledging what I did wrong. This happened, and I just want to address that this thing happened, is at bare minimum the very first step. But you'll see a lot of apologies where that step is completely skipped, and they might go straight into coming up with some sort of excuse for it, or kind of word vomiting about the situation without saying, this is the thing that went wrong that everybody's upset over.